This is TAZA, a knowledge series brought to you by Alliance for Coffee Excellence and Cup of Excellence. Thank you so much for joining us, and just want to introduce you as Lee from Terarosa. Do you want to give a little background about how you got involved in coffee and your kind of like your history with Terarosa?
Okay. I was a program director at the broadcasting company before, but when I was there, I met my boss, Mr. Kim, the founder of Terarosa, and he suggested me to working together. It was 2000. So I changed my job and I started to work in Terarosa as a green bean buyer. Huh. So already like I started in 2007 in Terarosa. So this year, let's say it can be around 15 years, 14 years.
Oh, wow. And you never looked back. You're in coffee for good now.
Yeah.
Can you update us on what's going on there with COVID and then the coffee industry?
Okay, actually in Korea, the coronavirus started, I think, on beginning of February. We start to have a lot of number of people has infected, and there is one big religion groups. And after their ceremony, you know, many people start to get like a coronavirus, and then during 1 month, it looks like really uncontrolled, because a lot of people, they start to contact with their family and friends without any, you know, the notice. So it made all of our nations really scared. But our government start to check all the tests. If someone really suspicious he got coronavirus or not. So we are really fast to check, and then government give all the direction how we can make our self quarantine and something like that. So like last 2 months, it became really panic, but after that, we start to be like a normal. So right now, let's say the number of patients really decreased a lot. And now we have around less than 10,000 people as infected, but only 10% they died because of the coronavirus. Like around 100 people, but all of them, they are really old people and who didn't have enough strong immune systems. So except that, all the patients who used to have coronavirus, they really recovered a lot. So let's say under 10,000 patients, over half until today, I checked just now, and 6,000, they all go back home. So we are very good to control. And actually our business, our government never say to stop anything. So they just say, be careful not to contact each other face to face, or, you know, something like this. So all the coffee shop, restaurant, we are still working. But many customers, they really, some people, they really afraid. So instead of visiting retail shop, many people start to use the delivery system. So many people order by phone, mobile, and for their lunch and something. So, okay, for the retail, it's not the same situation, frankly speaking, but still we are moving. So we are working, and no one close. But the income start to less, but still I think we are survive. And then government start to put a lot of the policy to help us. So small retailers, they start to get the fund from the government very fast to keep their businesses alive. So in case of our company, we also affected as a retail. Let's say among the 14 coffee shop, half of the coffee shop inside the town, big city, Seoul, we start to lose like 15% less than normal situation. But I think still we are working, so I expect we start to recover again. So every day, personally, I felt our society is stable, very calm, and people try to keep do something. Yeah. So many, yeah.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
But unfortunately, I called some roastery in Korea, and I asked them how is their business in the local or in the city, and they said same as a retail coffee shop, they reduced, but online they start to increase. So let's say we can make like a even, some loss, but some gains. So we can make like a not a good well, but I mean we can make a even.
Yeah, so that was kind of what I was going to ask you. What adjustments have you made to your business during this crisis? And I guess with online sales and I guess coming out of it, any lessons, any inspiration on how you're going to change your business going forward?
Right now, I think all the business, like the small business guys, we are start to move to the online sales. Mm-hmm. Even, I mean, Korean system is very good for the delivery and online business. So the small roasters and include us, we try to focus on the online sales. So let's say for the retail, there is no option, frankly speaking, for us. We just wait customers start to come. But for the online, we start to have some event, kind of new event to push to our customer to try something new coffee. So let's say we start to have some discount and point and something benefit for the memberships. And we start to announce we make a new like a description. So let's say we only have this kind of description for wholesale, but right now we try to make the regular, order for the individual customers. So when they paid some amount of money, every week we start to delivery the single origin with a different single origin. It doesn't matter if they ordered like 250 grams, we can give 250 grams. If someone wants 1 kilo, and we can keep the 1 kilo to delivery. So this kind of regular, description is very good, I think. And then, as you said, for the green bean sales, actually our company, we are not green bean sellers, but to have more like a new experience, so we start to sell the 1 kilo or 500 grams of green coffee. So when a new customer ordered this small amount of green coffee, we put like 50 grams of roasted coffee together, so from us. So they roast it by themselves, and then they can like check between Terarosa roasting and their roasting. So this kind of like a new experience, I think I think we can give some new chance to try something at home and start to enjoy some coffee.
Oh, that's really cool. That's a great idea, and it's kind of fun to have that unexpected gift and like kind of a challenge too. I really love that. Besides online, are there other ways you're keeping in touch with them?
Yeah. Again, all of our coffee shop, we are working, and actually our company, we just opened a new shop this moment. So, as I told you, last 2 months, all of our nation's Koreans, so we try to stay at home. But now spring is coming and all the blossoms start to be open. So everyone wants to be out, frankly speaking. So people try to keep the social distance each other. And then, most of our coffee shop, we are like a little bit countryside, and we are like a big space. So personally, I think our customers, they feel very safe when they came to our place, because we have enough space, we have a lot of seats. So we are not compact place. So people just want to try to good coffee outside the home with a spring, let's say. So we try to make our shop clean as much as we can, and also we give some like testing. So let's say whenever we got a new coffee, we make a small portion, like a cups, just for trying to give more chance. So this kind of like you know, the effort. And then all the baristas, actually, we take all the mask on the bar. Korea is a very popular. I know the European or US, something you look us like something strange when we take a mask. But for us, it's like now it became daily life. So all the baristas, they take a mask when they make, you know, the coffee or some drinks. And we have a lot of like, what's the sanitary, you know, soaps and something. So whenever they get the order, they start to make a clean on their hands and start to make. So we try to make our customers to feel, you know, safe in our coffee shop. Yeah.
How will your business change coming out of the COVID crisis?
You know, it's a really big question, but I try to find some good example. But one big change inside our company, actually, we try to make our own supplement. Means, for example, you know, the Korean loves a single origin drip coffee, right? Single origin brewing coffee. But for this, we use the filter. But most of filter, let's say, coming from Japan. Korea, we didn't produce. So most of roastery, we import all the filter from Japan, like a Hario or Kalita, something, right? But after coronavirus, this kind of importing start to be delayed a lot. So, okay, coffee, no problem, not yet, because now it's just we start to buy from Central America or Ethiopia. So I'm really worried about the shipping time and everything, because now is a lot of mess happened in China, in Korea, and all over the world. So it can be more delayed than normal situation. But this kind of filter, even from Japan, it's not easy right now. So I try to find the domestic manufacturers who used to produce these kind of things before, but right now they all stop because no one want to use this one. So I met the old industry guys, and then I asked them, I showed them what we needed, and then now they start to develop. So yeah, so I think one good thing for us, like we start to find our own way to survive after coronavirus. Before, I just think it's easy to import from China, from Japan. But right now, we realize slowly all the nations realized somehow we must keep our own business inside Korea. They make like us, our business to keep. Last week, actually, I have a big problem because of this importing was blocked because of the Japan situation. So whenever I got the order, it makes me really stressed how I can supply this order on time. If I start to delay to the customers, that they maybe they think they never they cannot be back. So I think I don't want to make this kind of situation, especially right now. So we try to make our own things inside of Korea. That was a really big change for me.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow. So you're becoming more self-sustainable, and do you think Korea will start growing coffee?
I think, well, again, when I see the news from CNN or BBC or something, you know, I think we are much safe than other country right now, and business also very stable, than other country. But again, it's not right now. All the situation is not one, only for our problem. So no one can say we are safe enough, but we are safer than others. So for coffee business, still people working and they want to drink cup of coffee. So I think we are not so serious like US or Europe, but no one knows what happens in the future.
Yeah. Oh, well, thank you so much. I actually, before we end, I have a few rapid fire questions for you.
Yeah.
Surprise. So the first question is, what is your superpower?
Motivation, actually. You know that I like this job because, okay, coffee never make us become, I think.
Yeah.
You know, coffee motivate a lot us to do something. Let's say when I think, okay, I'm enough, but tomorrow I find another problem. So let's say coffee makes me motivate to do something more and more. Right now, you know, for example, I must import some coffee from Ethiopia in Central America right now, right? Because they just finished the harvest. But I start to have some problem about the shipping. So let's say I must call to all the international shipping company what's going on and how I can ship this coffee on time and properly. So this kind of like the situation, I never get any experience from another like industry. So coffee is not just one single commodity. I think if I really want to make a good cup of coffee, I must think all the steps, be safe. So it means a lot of work behind this. There is. So I think many specialty buyers or specialty coffee industry persons, we are really motivated a lot by coffee. I think it's a very big, good things for all of us to do something new.
I like that. Motivation is a really good superpower, and it's definitely your superpower. Great answer. What are your 3 essentials in life?
My life. Okay. My job, like a coffee. Yeah. And then donation, I think, means not by money. I mean, as a human being, I want to be like a one part of a good life in the world. So let's say it doesn't matter what I do or how much I earn, but I want to use my ability or my wealth for the world, like a coffee country or something like that. So donation is also very good keywords for me. And the others, love.
Oh,
you need the love to do this.
Yeah, I need the love. Oh, great answers. And then the last question I have is, if you were a coffee drink, Lee, what would you be?
You mean which country origin I like most?
That, or it could be, you could be a latte, or you could be a pour-over.
No, definitely single origin. I love
a single origin. And what kind of coffee? How would you be brewed?
Okay, like a filter coffee.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Great. Well, thank you so much for your time, and thank you for everything that you do in this coffee world, and all the support that you provide. Cup of Excellence, Alliance for Coffee Excellence, and and I look forward to hearing more from you. And thanks for all the hot tips that you've given all the listeners here with all the cool things you're doing at Terarosa.
Thank you. And Anna, one more thing. Now we are selling Colombia Cup of Excellence, and which we have and it's really the popular. I mean, people loves it. Okay, the lot size of lot is so not so big, but we already finished Costa Rica and all, but we have Colombia and Brazil. Okay, but Brazil is still we are keeping for the after Colombia we want to sell, but now we start to sell the Colombia, and people really love it, and they said it's a really, you know, the customer is the customer, so they don't know what's real. They cannot describe what makes, you know, it's really attractive for them. But whenever they ordered and they drink, always they said it's a very special. Now I think this is a power of cup of excellence. Okay, still we have a lot of good coffee inside the company, but I think a cup of excellence always there is something which the other specialty coffee never reached that kind of level. So I really appreciate for your work and coffee and Ace and everything. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you.
Have a
Take
good
care. See you later.
See you later.
감사합니다.
감사합니다. Oh, very good.
Bye.
Bye.